My name is James. I'm from Canada, Toronto, Canada. And I met Santi on the beach in Playa del Carmen, where I spend my winters. I saw him on the beach doing breathing, and he was playing his guitar. And I noticed right away, like, this was a beautiful man who had a lot to offer me. And we just became friends. And he described to me that he runs an RNA system that helps with rest, nutrition, and activity. And the first thing I learned was that I wasn't getting the proper sleep for my body to recover, to grow muscle, to feel rested, to be happy. And he went through a very simple resting routine for me, an hour before bed, a routine that I was able to do. And I've never slept deeper. And since I've implemented his pre-bed routine, I've been getting the deepest sleeps I've had in my life, and I wake up feeling so rejuvenated. And as you guys can see, I have a 9-month-old daughter and a 2-year old daughter. So getting deep sleeps it's so important for me to show up in my regular life and be a good parent. And the second thing that really, really changed the game for me was I've always been a very active person, but I've struggled with my weight. And Santi gave me a very flexible diet program that focused on when I was eating my calories and my calorie intake and when it was in the day, and just how to pair foods that I loved and meals that I loved with certain vegetables and fruits. And since I've been on Santi's diet routine, I lost almost 15 pounds in the first 3 weeks. And I was still able to enjoy the majority of meals and food that I'd always liked, but just pairing them with different foods and just eating them at different times in the day. So it's been such an amazing fit for me, because a lot of the diets I've done in the past, I just kept feeling hungry and I felt restricted and I lost a lot of the joy of eating. But with Santi's program, I was still enjoying the foods that I loved and losing weight at the same time. He also gave me some really wonderful exercise routines that suited my body, that helped me exercise in ways that I enjoyed and that were supporting my body and not breaking it down. And finally, the best thing about working with Santi is we did a somatic release session. And I realized that I'd been holding on to things from my childhood that were really affecting me to this day in a negative way. And I was so unconscious about them. And in an hour and a half, I went so deep and I released so much that I feel completely different. And I've done a lot of this kind of work and I've never gone that deep. And Santi just created such a safe place for me to be vulnerable and open up and shed this baggage that had been affecting me my whole life. So, in about 4 or 5 sessions, I've lost 15 pounds. I've never had deeper sleeps, and I let go of a lot of really toxic energy that was really affecting me. So I love Santi, and he really embodies his work. He practices what he preaches, and he's such a wonderful teacher. And I'm so grateful for the session that we had, and it's really changed my life, and I highly recommend him to anybody. Thank you, Santi.